Jeep lovers. Tom here with my 62 Willys CJ-5. We've got a little leak on the hub, the locking hub. There are Cutlas Power-Lock hubs, and I was going to disassemble it and see if I can determine where the leak is coming from. So let's take a look at the hub. Here's what I'm talking about, and right in here I get some leaking. But I'm going to take this cover plate off and see if we can't determine the source of this leak. So let's do that. These are 9/16 bolts. It's got a gasket I'm trying not to wreck. It looks like the locking pins are going to stay in there. When you get this cover off, you're going to find a lot of grease, and you're going to find the two locking pins, and there's a spring on each locking pin, and there's an O-ring in this groove here, and this one happens to be broken. And it's not only broken, but it's hard as a rock. It's about as hard as I can't even compress it one bit. So I'm going to get some new O-rings, put them on my locking pins, and see if that doesn't stop my leak. So here's the other O-ring. I tried to stretch it off. It's so brittle that it just wants to break. And it's hard as a rock. So hopefully that's going to be the problem. That'll keep the grease from leaking out when it gets warmed up as you drive on the highway. I went down and got new O-rings. They're only 50 cents a piece at your local auto parts store. And I'm going to clean up this locking pin a little bit in the slot that the ring goes in. We'll slip that new ring on there. I'm going to put it back together and hopefully it won't leak. There's a spring that goes back on there too, which we don't want to forget that. And I'm going to put a little extra grease back inside of here, a little wheel bearing style grease. I'm going to pack a little bit in the cap here. So I've replaced my cap here. I've put my new O-rings on. You just want to make sure your gasket doesn't get out of place. So there's a real thin gasket there. So I've started a few bolts here. This is kind of fighting against the springs here, so you have to hold it in. Oops. There, that's enough to hold in against the springs at least. Okay, let's finish off putting the rest of the bolts in and we'll call it a job. So I'm snugging these up just kind of evenly, kind of like you would do a tire lug nut pattern, just alternating around a little bit. And I'm not sure of the exact torque that's supposed to be torqued to, but they weren't real tight when I took them off, so. There we have it. That's how you replace the O-rings on your Cutlas locking hubs on your old Jeep. So we'll see in a few days here if they are keeping the grease from leaking out of there once you get on the highway and things warm up a little bit. So, well, here's the follow-up to our hub leak repair. We took it down the highway and we took it out four-wheeling. We had it blocked in and no leaks. And it's a hot day today. It's about 90 degrees. So I think our repair worked. So thanks for watching the video. Tom here. We'll see you in the next video.